Hello students, welcome to the digital classroom. In our previous video, we were discussing about the physical features of Europe. Now in this video particularly, we are going to discuss about the Central Plateau and the Southern Mountains of Europe. So let's get started. The south of the Great European Plains sweeps in great curve where the belt of mountains and the plateaus lie. These are mainly the Central Plateau and the Alpine Mountains. The Central Plateau consists of the belts of mountains, hills, and plateaus, whereas the Alpine Mountains are young, fold mountains. The series of these ranges run parallel to one another. These are means the Central Plateau. They are made up of remnants. Remnants means a small portion that remains after the main part is no longer exist, means the leftover. So the Central Plateau is made up of leftover of an mountain of an old mountain system. It is not very high. The Central Plateau is also called Massif. These lie between the Great European Plains and the Alpine Mountains. These include the Central Massif and the Black Forest in Germany and the plateaus of Spain. Now, let's discuss about the general features of Central Plateau. The maximum height of the Great Central Plateau do not exceed more than 1600 meters. This is the zone of old and rocky plateaus, mountains, and hills which are composed of hard and old rocks. They are densely covered by forests. This region is less densely populated as compared to the Great European Plains. Those plains are more productive as compared to Central Plateau. This zone is rich in various minerals. This region has slopy surface which does not preferably suit agriculture. Means agriculture is not suitable in this region. The inland transport is mainly due to waterways in these highlands. The Rhine and the Rhone are the two most prominent rivers in this area, which are joined together by a canal which links this zone with other zones of Europe. Now these two rivers flow in opposite direction in reference with each other as the river Rhone flows through the Lake Geneva that is in Switzerland and finally terminates in Mediterranean Sea, whereas river Rhine flows towards the North Sea. Now the Alpine or Southern Mountains. These mountains are young fold mountains. Their ranges run parallel to one another. These are volcanic mountains and are active in nature, means these volcanic mountains are active in nature, that is, their volcanic eruptions are common in the zone. Mount Etna and Mount Vesuvius are the active volcanoes of this region. The peaks of these mountains are high. They have steep and deep valleys. They form almost an impossible barrier between North Europe and the Mediterranean region. They lie in the south of Central Plateau. It stretches from the Atlantic Ocean in the west to the Caspian Sea in the east. In the north of it is the Mediterranean Sea. The high mountains are the characteristic of this system. The Alpine system has the Alps mountains as its center. Hence, the name Alpine mountain system is evolved. This system is a part of mid-world mountain belt that extends from the Pyrenees in Spain to Pamir North in Central Asia and extends into in India and China. It forms a curved range which covers nearly most part of Switzerland and some parts of countries of Austria, Italy, Germany, and France. These young fold mountains are major sources of origin of rivers. Even hydrogeneration of electricity and power stations are settled up on these slopes. These mountains are large reservoirs of minerals, forests, and natural resources. They are also good for animal grazing. The most famous mountains are the Pyrenees, the Alps, the Carpathians, and the Balkans. The key features of these mentioned mountains are as follows. Let us discuss all these mountain ranges one by one. As you can see on the map, number one, that is Pyrenees Mountains. These mountains lie between Spain and France. You can see France is just towards the north of these mountains and Spain is just below of it. They form the natural border between them, means these mountains form the natural border between Spain and France. Further to the west lie the Cantabrian Mountains of the northern Spain. Now the Alps Mountains, as you can see, it is arrowed with B. These are situated in northeastern part of France, Italy, Switzerland, and Germany. They are center of the Alpine system. They are young fold mountains like the Himalayas. The tunnels have been built for highways and railways. The Alps are affected by the cutting of rocks to build difficult terrains. Now the number C is Carpathians, Carpathian Mountains. As you can see, it is arrowed with C. The eastern side of the Alpine Mountains divides it into two branches, forming the Carpathian Mountains and the Balkan Mountains in northern branch and the Dinaric Alps in the southern branch. They run from northwest to southwest of the western border of Russia and spreads over Romania, Ukraine and Poland. Then comes the Balkan Mountains. Here you can see that is arrowed with D. It is a range of mountains stretching eastwards across Bulgaria from the Serbian frontier to the Black Sea. Now the next one is Caucasus Mountains. They lie between Black Sea and Caspian Sea. They are located on the eastern side of Alpine mountain system. They lie especially to the north of Georgia and separates Asia from Europe. And the last one is Apennine Mountains. They are mountain range running 1400 kilometer down the length of Italy from the northwest of the southern tip of the peninsula. It makes the spine of Italy. So students, in this particular video, we have discussed about the two major physical divisions of Europe. The first one was Central Plateau, and also along with the location, we have discussed about some general features of Central Plateau. And the second physical division which we have discussed was the Alpine or the Southern Mountains, in which we have discussed about some main mountains, some mountain ranges, and they were six in numbers: the Pyrenees Mountains, the Alps Mountains, the Carpathian Mountains, the Balkan Mountains, the Caucasus Mountains, and the Apennine Mountains. So students, in this video, we have completed discussing the physical divisions of Europe. In the next video, we will be discussing about the different water bodies in Europe, in which I will particularly be dealing with you all, the rivers and the lakes of Europe. So I'll see you in the next video. I hope you understood the things, the concepts discussed in this video. Having any problems, any queries, any difficulties, you can ask me in the comment section. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.